Exclamation, everybody, and welcome to Seeds of Resilience. It's by Subtle Games and published by Goblins Studio and Maple Whispering Limited. It's currently in early access on Steam. You can pick it up for $14 US. The developer has provided me with this key. So just so you know ahead of time that I received a key for this game from the developer directly. The game is a turn-based city builder, but unlike most city builders where you're in sort of a certain time period, I guess, and you kind of just build. You know how to build certain things as you start out. In this game, you kind of are starting with very, very basic stuff. It's not sort of like moving through the ages kind of thing. It's more like you are literally surviving on sticks and twigs, and then from there, as you bring more people into your village, you can start to gain access to bigger and better things and better huts and all that stuff. I haven't quite gotten that far into it. There is a straight survival mode, which just basically drops you in there, and I think the only objective in that is survive. I'm going to do the missions. The missions are kind of their way of giving you a guided tutorial. The tutorial itself is kind of it could use some work. Again, this is an early access game, so I'm not expecting the world, but there's some things that are a little bit there's some clunkiness in this game that it has been kind of turning me off to it as we go. But let's jump into the missions. And you can see I had already done the first steps off camera, but we're going to do it again just so you can see it. Learn the harvesting basics, then fragile shelter and all those things. I've been playing this game, even though it doesn't look like I've been playing it for long here. I've been playing it on the other computer for a bit, and I'm still having trouble wrapping my brain around a lot of what's going on. So hopefully we can try to figure things out as we're going here. So first of all, our first objective is to harvest blackberries by clicking on it. This actually consumes work time. Now, up here is our survivor, and you see this thing that says remaining work time for this turn 3 hours. Everything you do consumes some unit of work, and then that then goes and determines how much you can do in a day. That's kind of annoying, as you'll see in a little bit. But first, let's do what it tells us to do here, and let's harvest some blackberries. So that's bamboo, so we'll harvest one. That's 1 hour of work. You can see this one says 1 hour of work. And then another one there. There we go. So we used every work hour of this character, so click on the button in the bottom right corner of your screen, end a turn. So that's what we'll do. Alright, and then they're going to give you a rundown of what you did. So here's our villager. We now have 9 hours because they were able to sleep. And we got plus, they have 8 for base hours, plus 2 for being well fed, but minus 1 because they slept outdoors but dressed warmly. They are well fed, and then this is the slept outdoors thing. So, and that takes minus 10 health as well, apparently, sleeping outdoors. So I don't know how that drives into things or not. But the interesting thing about this is, being that it's turn-based, when you have a bunch of villagers, you can kind of all have them, they all have their units of work that they can do. You can kind of plan out your entire turn, and then you just execute on it, sort of, kind of. Which is an interesting twist on it, I'd say. But right now we just have the one to deal with. So I'm going to craft a prong spear to fish. So harvest a bamboo rod. So do that. We'll need string, so recycle the raft to get the string. That takes an hour. as well. All right. Now the craft panel and stuff. Now here's going to be my first beef with the game. There's a lot of icons, and they do have some tooltips, but man, do all these things look super similar to one another. Like I get that they color coded them by what menu you're under and stuff, but it's like I feel like I feel like it takes many clicks to get to what you want to do, and I could already tell this is going to really kind of piss me off because there's going to be so many. I'm never going to be able to find the things I want to find when I want them. But then you got to click on the tool, so it says prolonged spears. Like these icons are so small that is that a rake? Is it a spear? Is it what is it? You can't really tell, and that's kind of, I see that happening quite a bit in the game so far. Again, it's early access, so all these might be just placeholders, but still, it's I really think they need to come up with something a little bit better than this, because this is kind of, I get that they were trying to be compact, but it's give me a search bar or something. Just like I can just type in, spear, bang, done. Why do I have to go through 25 menus to do it? Like the best thing to happen to Minecraft modded Minecraft was having NEI, right? Not enough items. You just bring up your inventory, your crafting menu, and you just type in whatever you're looking for. You click on it, and then there's the way to craft it. That I feel like if they're going to go down this route with all these categories and stuff, they're going to need something like that, because it's going to get old really fast. Anywho, we need a bamboo, and we need string, because the other thing here too is in order to figure out what I need to do this, I have to find it in the menu, click on it here, and then I got to find out what it actually needs in order to be made. And that's like 9,000 clicks that I could do without probably. It takes 3 hours to craft it, so let's do that. And then the other thing that happens here, which is also annoying, is this thing stays open. So I have to click up here to make that go away so I can actually see what I'm doing. Now we have to equip it. Here's our hand. So we equip it here. And then we need to get 3 fish. So 2 hours for that one, 2 hours for that one, and that's it. Because we are out of time here. So that's the other thing about the tutorial. I feel like you get these objective pop-ups, but then it's like in order to actually succeed at the objective, sometimes you have to click on next day to go to the next day to do it. And I feel like for a tutorial, that kind of breaks up the tutorial in a way that makes it feel like you're not doing things properly, even though you actually are. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like they should have given me maybe a tutorial person who perhaps doesn't consume any energy until later on, and maybe they can talk about energy later on once you've gotten like the basics down. Because right now, there's a lot of variables at work, and this is what's kind of contributing to my having difficulty grokking what's going on, because I'm like, well, okay, I need to make 3 of these, but it won't let me make the 3rd one. Like, what did I do wrong? And you realize, oh, you're just out of energy. But then it's like, am I out of energy because I did something wrong, or am I out of energy because they didn't do a good job of balancing this tutorial? And that's how this is going in my brain. So, because I feel like the turn-based stuff, like introducing okay, you have a certain amount of energy in your pool, and this is how many actions you can do in a day. I feel like that's something that they could, put off until later, and then come back to it. You know what I mean? Like at the very beginning of their tutorials, they might have something where you just have unlimited energy and just say, okay, we're going to teach you how to do this, do the basics, and we'll get you all that down, and then later on we'll introduce the energy and say, okay, now things take 2 hours, things take 3 hours. You only have a certain amount of time that you can do things with. So I that's kind of one of my beefs here. We gotta get another fish though. So there we go. There is the third fish. Oh, I guess I ate a fish, so yeah, 2 food units in storage. Okay, so I got to spear another one. See, now I had to spear 4 fish because I ate one because we spent a day sleeping, and it's like, okay, so it's like I think they're introducing far too many concepts at one time to really kind of feel confident. The idea is in a tutorial is to make the player feel confident that they know how the game is working. And right now, there's a lot of crap getting thrown at me at once that's not really improving my confidence here. All right, so we got a victory, and then I unlocked this new character, Thalia, which has already been unlocked because I already did this once. That's all right. We'll confirm there. So now we'll do Fragile Shelter, and we'll do this one together so we can both experience it. We have 2 survivors now. Alright, move the map around with the keyboard and the mouse. You can zoom in and out using the mouse wheel. Got it. There's a crate hidden behind a tree. Hold down left control and move the mouse around to find it and pick it up. Okay, control. Okay, I'm holding down left control. Move the mouse. Oh, I see. It's making the trees disappear. I thought I was going to spin the thing. Alright, there it is. Now, there's enough food stock to feed both of your characters. So 4. So there's one right there. And I guess I can get that blackberry bush again. That's tomato. There's another one over there. See, I see what they're doing. They're like, oh, you gotta make sure you check behind things, but ooh, that's annoying. Let's start building our shelter. Harvest 5 fir branches. So it's a fir tree, young fir tree. I guess the young fir tree is giving me the branches. I guess. Oh, there's some blackberries over here too. Yes, because I can't do this because it looks like I need an axe for that. So I'm going to say that that's how to do it. Oh, yep, 4 or 5. There we go. Harvest 2 broom branches. So, can't do it with that character. How about this character? Oh, 2 there. Select a 2-person shelter in the build menu. In the build panel, then confirm and place it down on the map. Okay. So here, and then here, and houses, medium shelter. Okay. So roofing and frame. Okay, this or this or this you can use for the frame. Okay, and then the roofing is the other thing. Okay. Weird. But it's like, it tells you how strong the structure is and how much insulation it gives you and stuff. So there's a lot of, this is definitely a simulation game through and through. There's a lot of things being simulated under the covers. It almost kind of, I hate to make the comparison, but it almost kind of feels like there's a lot of simulation in the vein of like a Dwarf Fortress almost. It does remind me a lot of RimWorld, but if RimWorld were turn-based, you know, because a lot of your characters that you bring on all have these weird traits too. Like some of them are lazy, some are you know, and they don't get as many hours in a day that they can do things and all that stuff. So anyway, I do like that it's turn-based though, because I can kind of just sit here and just kind of plan out how I'm going to do things. Once I figure out how the game actually works, I can see this being a lot of fun, because then I can just say, oh, here's all the things I want to do, and then I can kind of plan it out, and I don't have to, I'm not constantly, like in a RimWorld and something like that, you're constantly pausing so you can plan things out. In here, it's like the game is paused by default, so you just kind of do it at your own leisure, at your own pace kind of thing, which I kind of like a little bit more. So did that confirm? Okay, so just confirming does both. So R to rotate. Place, okay. Not really giving me a spot where I can place it though, is it? Oh, I guess I could put it right there. Alright, so then I said I'm going to place it there, so then spend the retired time to finish the building. So under construction, how much time do I want to spend on this construction site? 4 hours max is all we can do. So let's do that. And it takes 7 hours, so I don't think anyone has any time left, right? They're both down to 0 hours. Alright, so they got to sleep then. Out in the cold. Yeah, there is a wind coming in too, it looks like, or a storm coming. They do show that, like, tornadoes and big storms and all that stuff, so you do have to worry about weather and all those things. What is this? Slept outdoors, -20 hearts, -2 time, -2 hours. Well fed though, +2 hours. So that undoes the hour thing there. So 8 hours is what we're going to get out of them of work. Their health points. I don't know what the health points really do, because this person has 0 health points, so I don't know exactly. Is that just to keep you from getting illnesses, or I have no idea. Or is that what this bar is up here? Is that your health bar? They don't really explain anything yet. Okay, so we'll close that. So then we'll just spend the 3 hours we need on this. There we go. Now we can put our people in here by dragging and dropping them. So that's who occupies that. All right, and the objective is to survive until day 5. So we need. So I like that it tells me immediately, like, you need 4 food units to feed everyone. So I like that. I like that part. I like that it's like, here's exactly what you need to survive, and I appreciate that quite a bit. So let's harvest a blackberry bush. A couple of them. There we go. That's 4 blackberry bushes. And I wonder if it is worth harvesting more, because we have, you know, the ability to do these things. I wonder if grabbing the raft too is worth it. Like, I don't know. I mean, I could just make a spear, and then we can. There is one fish. There is one little fish kind of floating around in there. So I guess I could try it and see. I mean, why not? Why not do something here, right? Let's craft that. 3 hours it takes to craft it. All right. You craft it. And and we'll give that to you. There we go. Spear that fish. Thank you. And spear that fish. And you still have 2 hours. You can do one more. Bango. Take that one. Excellent. Okay, so we used up all our turns. Let's survive another day. There we go. Alright, so this storm looks like it's going to be a thing. So I'm sure it's going to do some damage to our hut here. But I'm wondering, is there anything else we can do here that's worth time? Farming, workshop, warehouses, ships. I don't think anything's unlocked. All we have that is that one tool there, and nothing else. And haven't even unlocked the other thing either. So yeah, sometimes I wonder if am I doing it right? Am I not doing it right? Like, it's hard to tell sometimes, because it's like, well, there's survive till day 5. It's like, well, that's not really. We're not really doing anything for most of the time here, right? Like, is there a reason for me to spend more time doing things? Oh, yep, there goes our there goes our shelter. Okay, slept outdoors. Slept outdoors, yep. Destroyed buildings. So we should probably build that again, right? So, what do I need here? So we needed fir branches. And some oak branches too. Broom branches. Alright, let's get broom branches. There's some fir. And do we have anything else over here? Oh, yep, there's one young fir tree. Alright, so we can build this again. Rebuild after the storm. Spend 5 hours on it. And we'll have our other person spend 2 hours. There we go. Still need to... He's got a spear though, so that's good. So we can spear some fish here. That's one. Let's take 2 hours though. We have 4 hours left. So let's do the blackberry bushes because they only take an hour. And that one, it's only telling me I have... I don't know why that is. It's not telling me that I have any more food units in storage. Which is weird because I just picked up all these blackberry bushes. And it didn't do anything. Oh yeah, and the other thing is, they're dead. Oh, it didn't tell me that they were dead. That's what happened there. Well then, can I take back all those things I just did? Probably not. See, that's a bit... Not... I'm not happy about that. That's another thing here. It's like... There was no... I couldn't see any difference between a dead one and a live one here. Although I guess when you look at it, it's like +1 there on that one, whereas the other one maybe didn't say that. But then it still took an hour to harvest it, which means I can't harvest it again. I mean, I don't have any time left. That bothers me a lot. Can I not, like, undo... I guess I can't undo, so we're going to lose a villager then. One of them's gonna starve, probably. But, whatever. Oh, wait. Let's click on the house again. Put them in here. For a little bit. Sure. Do that. Still got a victory, but... That was still a bit weird. Alright, we got Savrag, who is got 1 star in farming already. Survivalist, so his survival skill levels up twice faster, or 2 times faster. Lucky, 2 more times drops from crates. He's 25 less health points. He's hurt, and he's social. Gets 1 more work hour each night when sleeping with other villagers. Wow, okay. Well, I mean, whatever motivates you, dude. Whatever motivates you. Alright, stronger building. So 5 days, build a wattle shack. Okay. So I kind of get where they're going here. It's just, there's a lot of little quality of life things that are a bit missing right now, which I get it. It's early access. There's going to be some things missing, but still, these are things I feel like should not have been overlooked quite so early here. So harvest flax. We need... So the cattails give us flax, and these give us flax, or this is a flax field, but it says, looks like it's got cattails up there too, right? Let's just do the flax fields, I guess. 3 flax we need. 2 out of that. Use the flax fiber to craft some string. Okay, that makes sense. Here. There. Vegetal? Fiber. Craft a rudimentary axe. Okay. Over here. So string, pebble, and a branch I need. So let's grab a pebble. And let's grab a branch somewhere. Young giant bamboo probably doesn't work, I guess. Works here. Fir branch, chestnut branch, oak branch. Is this one? Yeah, this will work. That'll work. Alright. So I should be able to now craft this, right? It's like the villager is not skilled enough. But needs one skill in survival. Also, it needs 5 hours. So you got smithing, survival. So then this guy here, which one of these is the survival guy, right? Yeah. So you can do it in 3 hours. Okay, that's fine. Cool. So equip the axe to, I guess it doesn't matter who gets the axe, huh? Alright, well, you can equip it. Chop down some trees. A character skilled for woodworking is faster for the job. Alright, well, who's skilled for woodworking? You're skilled for smithing. You have no skills, and you are survival. Okay. Well, did they have other skills under the... Isn't there like a thing here that tells me all their stuff? Like, can I right click on them and see? I guess I can do that. So smithing. So what was it? Woodworking? It's faster for the job. So that's not you. Oh, I see. Here's their health. See, it's... Okay. Very hard to... Everything... You know, for all the good things I have in here, like the menus are just kind of... Everything feels a little bit buried. So it doesn't look like anybody has any woodworking skills, so I guess it doesn't really matter here. Let's do this tree. Where's the tree at? That's not it. So chop down some trees. Takes 3 hours. All right. That was... Oh yeah, that worked. Okay. So 3 hours. That's 1 of 4. Anyone else have a thing here? You take the axe and go another 3 hours. Oh, you know what though? We don't have any food. This is a little bit annoying. They're like, here's your objectives, but oh yeah, by the way, remember you need food and stuff. Okay, 1, 2. Does anyone else have any? You have one there. 3 need to prevent someone from starving. Okay. But 6 is needed to correctly feed everyone, which I didn't do. Okay, I gotta remember to actually feed people and stuff, that the objectives... See, this is a bad tutorial. I realize that I should know by now that, like, oh, it's a survival thing. You should actually, you know, make sure people can survive, you know, and have a home and all that stuff. But it's like, I'm also trying to learn what the objective wants me to learn. And it's like the objectives are getting in the way of me trying to learn stuff right now. You know, I feel like at this point they should have just given us food and been like, okay, here's your next objective. Again, there's no focus in any of these things, right? These are set up more like challenges than tutorial, which I guess perhaps they will have a proper tutorial at some point, and this is just kind of the stopgap thing. But it annoys me. It annoys me right now because I really want to learn how this game actually works, and it's not making that job easy for me. Let's do... What am I doing? I need basic survival stuff. So let's Giant bamboo. No, let's get the young one. Let's get our raft taken apart. Let's come up here and make a spear. There we go. Give that spear to you. I'll have you get some. It takes 2 hours. It takes 2 hours, and you only have 1 hour left. All right, never mind. You're gonna just collect some berries that actually have berries. Then you are going to grab the spear, and you're gonna spear us some fish here. 3, 4. All right, you don't have anything left, and I guess, yeah, we're going to give you the spear now. Or actually, we'll get you getting some berries. 1 and 2. So the other thing is that these things, there's like an evolution going on under the covers too. So these bushes and trees and stuff are evolving as turns go on and stuff. It's there's some weirdness there and things. We need a shelter too at some point. So what is medium shelter? Chop down some trees. Is that why they want me to chop down trees? Because they want me to make a large shelter. What does this do? Fir branch. I actually have almost, I think we have enough. Well, we need one more fir branch. But the roofing, we could do fir branch. Where can I find? I can get one here. That's 1 hour. All right, and then we need broom branches. We need 3. So we can get 2 off of this guy. That takes 2 hours, and we're done with all their time. Okay. Okay. So if I get just one more of these, then we can build them a shelter. So that's a thing. Pickaxe would help with these rocks. I don't know. I don't know why they care about a pickaxe right now. Should be caring about having a shelter. They should be caring about. Okay, so then I can build this, right? Should house all 3 of them. Hango. That takes 9 hours, so we'll have you spend 7 hours on it. I see the circle around them is how much stamina they have left. Okay. And then you, or you, try you, since you don't have any other real skills. Let's have you do 2 hours on that to finish that off. Alright. We'll have everybody occupy it. Excellent. And then we need you to get us some food here. So let's do, we need 6, so let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 there. And we'll have you go and spear a fish here for 2 hours. There we go. So that gets us their food that we needed. So now take the axe and chop down a tree. What does that take? 3 hours. Alright. So everything's kind of, it's very, very slow and very, you know, meticulous the way you have to do things here. There we go. Okay, so we did that. Train one of your characters for survival skill until it reaches 2 stars. You can achieve this by crafting strings and tools. Okay, well, we can't do that right now. Everybody is tired, so let's do that. Let's go here. So we have Davram has 1 star in survival, so see if we can get her or him or whatever up to 2, right? So crafts, strings and tools, you say? I guess we'll go here, there. Strings, sure. That is craft. Okay, and then what tools can we make? Can we make another? We could make another axe if we want to. Or another spear. Well, yeah, another spear would be probably good. Let's do that. Because I'm sure all these probably have whatchamadoozits on them too, probably. They probably all have durability, I imagine. Yeah, let's craft one here. There we go. That got her up to the second one. You now have access to new buildings. Build a wattle shack. And each straw, which can be acquired by harvesting cattail plants. Okay. So a wattle shack. That only fits 1 person, but I guess it takes 18 hours. But it is stronger than this. So I guess that's the whole point, because there's a storm coming and you want to survive the storm. How much does it take to do the cattails? Just an hour? Alright. We'll spend your hour doing that. And then we'll have you finish that. Okay. But we can't build the shack with you because it requires somebody with 2 stars, right? Or am I... No skill is required for this action. Oh, okay. Maybe not. It required someone with 2 stars to unlock the idea, I guess. And now anybody can do it. Alright, so we have the floor, we have the frame, we need the roofing, and we need more filling. So fir branches or oak branches. I guess we'll get some fir branches. Alright, because that's what's over here. Alright. So we need we need bamboo as well. So that's 1... 2, so 1, 2 there. And the bamboo we need, and then let's grab the fir trees. 8 of 11. And 10 of 11. There we go, 12. So I should be able to just confirm that now, right? Yep, there we go. Put that down there. Okay. Do 1 hour for you. Oh, but we don't have any food, though. Damn it. Damn it with this food and stuff. And I don't have any... We have a blackberry bush there. But... You have the spear, right? Oh yeah, they do have durability there. State 4 of 8. We've got enough that no one's going to starve anyway. So that's good. We don't have enough to get everybody well fed, but that's the breaks. That's the breaks right now. Is this anything? I think that's just storage. Pebbles. I don't see any other blackberries or anything here. Oh, there's some. Bang. There we go. 5 of 6. And that'll have to be good enough for now. So, yep, we'll do that. Okay, turn 4. Alright, so now go here. You're well fed. That's nice. So 10 hours of work I can get out of you. We need 18 for this, so that's good. You're gonna spend the maximum amount of time building that, and you are gonna do. Let's have you do the other. Oh, you can only do 6. Huh? Well, that's all right. We'll have you do the other 6, and then you just have to do 1. And there it is. Okay. Objective: survive the storm. Smithing would work. So we got Naraya unlocked, who has stone cutting ability. Craftsman reduced by 1 the time of all crafts. Noisy. Everyone sleeping with them get 2 less hours of work the next day. Natural born blacksmith level up twice as fast. Insomniac gets 2 less work hours every night. So not only do they disrupt everyone else's sleep, but they disrupt their own sleep. Okay. And then Comfort at Last is to build a cob house, but we get frequent storms. Food for the cruise. Store 50 units of food. It's infinite summer. That's a condition. You have 10 days to do it. Reach agriculture level 2 with 3 characters. That's 24 days with no conditions. And a very cold year. All characters must remain alive for 15 days. In infinite winter, and all trees are oaks. Huh. Fish or die. All characters remain alive. Limited resources, 16 days. So yeah, now they're sort of getting into challenges, right? These first 3 were kind of sort of tutorials. Now they're into challenges. And then there's the survival, which you can do whatever difficulty you want. It's the regular game experience. So I kind of see where they're going with it. And I would be interested to play a survival of it. Now that I kind of get it. Kind of, sort of. I don't know how things are unlocking though. But I mean, like I don't know what there's no like tech tree, right? So I don't know exactly what I get with the next unlock on things. But I guess it doesn't really matter so much as survival matters. So it's really a micromanagement simulator, I feel like, right now, because you can see how like sort of annoying it is at times, where it's like, okay, I have an objective, but I now need to make sure, every day I gotta have somebody spear fishing, and you gotta manually do those things. You can't assign work. It's like in a lot of the simulators, like RimWorld and whatnot, you basically have villagers, but you assign them tasks, and the villagers will go off and do those tasks without you having to micromanage them. Here, since it's all turn-based, you're micromanaging every little thing. So I can see that getting maybe a little bit tiresome as you go along, especially when you're just... Because the basic survival in the game, it feels like the basic survival right now is make sure you have enough food and make sure you have adequate shelter. And once you've got adequate shelter, then it's really just make sure you have adequate food, which, I mean, is challenging because, if you're, doing just berries or you're doing just fish, eventually you're not going to have any fish around. Eventually you're not going to have any berries around. So you're going to have to do some kind of farming and stuff. So I can see where the challenging stuff can come in, but it also feels like it's a bit heavy-handed. Like it's just a little bit too repetitive, perhaps. I mean, when you get into some kind of micromanagement like that, you're going to have a lot of repetition, and it feels like it's repetitive, like right out of the gate, almost. But I think I'm understanding it a little bit better now than I did. I know why I was having trouble grokking it. Now I can kind of, sitting here and talking through it, I feel like I understand it a little bit better than I did. But anyway, this, my friends, has been Seeds of Resilience. It's in early access on Steam. It is by Subtle Games and published by Goblin Studio and Maple Whispering Limited. It is currently $14 US out in Steam Early Access. I was given a key for the game by the developer, So keep that and bear that in mind as you've listened to my input here. As always, I will leave links down in the description so you can do your own due diligence, and I highly recommend it since I got this for free as well. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time.